Well, good evening, Tiger Sports fans. Tonight, here on Tiger Sports Live, it's freshman football. The Carey Blue Devils come to town to take on our Liberty Center Tigers from Rexlingham Stadium, Kip Kern Field. I'm Mark Bly on the call. Mr. Colin Tamarain. CT! What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. What's up?
Finally get a freshman game.
Yeah.
You know, these guys have been chomping at the bit. They've been getting little reps during varsity games. I know they got in Friday night. But I think we're going to see some good defense and offense out of our freshman Tigers. Carey's not usually an easy game to play. Carey's usually pretty tough. They play pretty much the same style smash mouth football as Liberty Center plays. So, all right, Tigers will open up on offense. And let's see, who's at quarterback? Badenhop. So to start from the 35. And hand it off. And it goes nowhere, right back to the line of scrimmage. Carey, traditionally, their linebackers have been really good at Carey. It's a lot of focus on their linebackers, so you'll see a lot of play by them tonight. All right. Second down, 10. No gain on the first one. Right up the middle. And he's going to go for about 8. It's going to be, 32. I was going to say it looked like it's going to be Tice Westhoven on the carry. I saw 22, and I'm like, yeah, I know that's not Sonnenberg. So we got Westhoven, and we've got Caleb Lester in the backfield for the Tigers. Ooh. I think that was Lester with a nice carry. Met at the line of scrimmage and pushes forward for the Liberty Center first down. So now first down. About the 46-yard line of the Tigers. And they'll run a single setback with Badenhop under center. In motion. Hand it off to Roston Peters. And Peters will run forward for about, 7? Maybe? 6? No, were you there? Did you watch Friday's game? Roston Peters ran probably 75 yards all around the field, and then it got called back.
Yeah.
I think that'd make me mad.
Yeah. You know, he did the same thing in Swine. He ran all the way, and then he was just a yard short.
Yeah.
But they still
I forgot about that. All right, now second down and 4. Peter.
Double handoff. He's got blockers. And he's going to be gone.
And we just talked about Roston Peters running long. And, boy, he got out there. And Colton Weimer, 64, was out in front.
Yeah.
It was good downfield blocking, I think, by Parasini. That was trouble as soon as he turned the corner. It was 3 against 1.
Yeah.
Cooper Hageman will kick for the Tigers, and it's Badenhop on the hold. Ooh, thought it was going to be blocked, but it's up and it's good. So on a 47-yard run by Roston Peters, Liberty Center takes a 7-0 lead. Now it's going to be a long night for Carey if they don't pick up that jet sweep like that.
Yeah. That's a really good play, their double pass, or their double handoff, I mean.
Yeah.
They had nobody on the outside where Rawson was running, and Colton had one guy, and he just manhandled him, and Rawson's gone for the touchdown.
Yep. Yeah, and I think Parasini was wide out there, and he just ran his guy down the field, ran him off the play. And it's a good play. And that's one way when you've got really aggressive linebackers is that misdirection.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened. The Carey linebackers were going after the first handoff, and Peters coming, as you said, on the double handoff, and there was just nobody there. So, all right, well, we'll see Carey. And Carey lines up in this weird formation, and they've always done this, where they've got the wing back runs up, and they're going to throw the ball, and that's up.
Oh.
And it's picked off. Wow.
Wow.
What a catch. Jeff Payton just went up, and he just wanted it more.
Wow.
Ouch. What a great one-handed grab. Din-in-it.
Wow.
We need Chris Berman here. Whoop.
Well, that was a great way to get the Tigers back on offense.
Yeah, it was.
That was an amazing catch by Jack Baden-Hop. Just went up with one hand and secured that ball.
Yeah, and it was a good throw. I mean, it
Yeah.
was right there. Baden-Hop just made a great play to get in the way of that. So now they bring the Tigers back to the line of scrimmage. I kind of like this setup. You got Westhoven. You got, Caleb Lester, and you've got Roston Peters as the wing back. Now they'll both split out wide. 4 wide for the Tigers. And he's got guys down the field. Nice play.
Bergstrom.
Bergie. Yeah, 4 wideouts for the Tigers. You don't see that a lot in Tiger football. Bergstrom Barrett with a great catch. Baden-Hop just threw a dime out there. I like this. Yeah, I'm watching the coaches down there, and Coach Box down there saying, our guys need to run over here and do this and do their 40-yard play, and he's coaching them up. Yeah, there's a pitch. Boy, he's got some guys out. Whoa, what a block. Who was that madman?
Caleb Lester with the big block.
Caleb Lester just blew one of the Carey linebackers up. Wow. A lot of activity for a gain of about 5 yards. So, yeah, Coach Box down there laughing. He's liking that. Oh, 2nd and 6 here. They give him 4 yards on the play. Baden-Hop in the shotgun with Tice Westhoven. Fakes that, throws it over the middle. Oh, he had Parasini. That was going to be that was 6. Just out of the reach of Troy Parasini. Usually he'll make those weird catches, one hand, one finger and a thumb, you know. All right. So now Barrett, he'll shift over to the other side here. Lester split out wide. Throw it away. Oh, he'll learn. Baden-Hop taking down Carey. Again, those linebackers for Carey they are very big on pursuit. So it'll be 4th down. I don't think we're going to punt.
Well, we might see something that we rarely to never see is 3 plays in a row where we're passing the ball. We barely even see back-to-back pass plays with how dominant our run game is. Yeah,
that's a great point. Absolutely right. You know, I think about that. It's like, I don't know. So 4 wideouts here for the Tigers. Caleb Lester in the backfield for protection.
And he's got Parasini.
Oh, what a play. Well, I'll tell you what. Colton Weimer just flattened a kid coming in on the blitz. Gave Baden-Hop that extra second. He just throws a dime and gets 7 cents change.
Well, Parasini redeems himself on a 4th and long.
Yeah.
He just burned his corner, and Baden-Hop throws him a nice little ball, and there's a quick way to get 6 again.
Cooper Hageman for the kick. And that's up. And that's good. Liberty Center, 2 quick touchdowns here in the first quarter on 4 consecutive pass plays on that series. I think you made a great point. You don't see that a lot, but, the coaches may see something, and it certainly has worked. So Liberty Center with a 14-0 lead here with 4:31 left in the first. All right, Carey now will come back on offense, trying to. Again, that stacked backfield, they just a lot of trickery. No, you can't really tell who's got the ball.
Yeah.
They run that stack right up into the 0-1 trap. Or they run the first back into the line and then run the other 2 that way. And that's been a staple of the Carey Blue Devils here. We've played them in the playoffs a few years ago. They beat us, and actually they went on to win the state championship that year.
Yeah. Well, even then, they had that really big running back, and that he just single-handedly destroyed us that game.
Again, that stacked backfield. And again, Liberty Center plugs it up. And that's going to be a gain of about 1. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Blue Devils.
What I'm seeing there is it looks like they're just hitting everyone because you can't tell who has the ball in that big jumble. So they're hitting everyone. Once they see the ball, they just throw them down to the ground.
Yeah, and you got Lucas Leidy at nose tackle. He's just piling on everybody and letting everybody else sort it out. And Jake Parasini on the line there. Oh, nice tackle there. Colton Weimer downfield from his defensive end spot over there, and he tackles him. Yards short of the line of gain, so 4th and 1 for the Blue Devils, and I don't think they're going to punt. Not down 2 quick scores. And let's see if Carey tries to get Liberty to jump. They don't. And he's going to get it, yeah. Very quick handoff. Off right tackle there. Just enough for the first down for the Blue Devils. And we tried to find a roster for Carey. We couldn't really get one that we could decipher. So we apologize if you're out there as a Carey fan. We could not get a roster, so
I'm good, thank you.
So they'll come to the line of scrimmage and they'll pitch it out. Liberty Center stringing it out.
He's got some room.
Yeah.
Jackson Ward comes from the back and grabs him to stop his momentum.
Asher Miller in there. Roston Peters strung it out, made him turn it back in, but he was able to get the corner anyway. That's a biggest gain of the game for the Carey Blue Devils.
I like that call by the coach because the coaches have only shown up the middle and the play action pass, and now they're pitching it to the outside. Just throw our defense off, and they got a big gain there.
Yep.
Going back up the middle.
And Carey's always been one of these teams that they're okay with getting 3-4 yards every play. Caleb Lester checks in. Was it 65? Mason Osesuski? Help me.
Oshesky.
Help me. Well, Carey in the shotgun now. See if they'll put somebody in motion. Yeah, they don't. Oh,
Go
nice.
back to the run.
Yep.
Jack Badenhop with the tackle.
Yeah, you don't want Liberty's linebackers going to have to, the run fits are going to have to be a little tighter there. You don't want your safety making tackles. All right, Carey then now with that single set back out of the shotgun. And they do send someone in motion here. Oh, jet sweep it. It goes nowhere. Jack Ward. Uh-oh, you get him fired up. Could be a long night. And that'll be the end of the first quarter here from Rexlinger Stadium, Kip Kern Field. Liberty Center 14, Carey Blue Devils 0. And let's, well, we got a chance to hear from our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible for you.
This 2025-26 Tiger Sports Live broadcast is brought to you by KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Pisanello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Swanton Welding, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, Gerald Grain, Hill Asphalt, Mason Hill Construction, Engler Auctions, Dental Health Associates of White House in Sylvania, and Fessenden Hardware of Swanton.
All right, we're back here. Start of the second quarter. Liberty Center 14, Carey 0. And, you know, call it run play, nice sweep. Nobody touched Ralston Peters, and then Liberty comes back with multiple pass plays in the second touchdown drive. Not something you normally see out of our Tigers.
Yeah. No, not much to be said about either team so far, except the run game for both teams looks like their strong suit so far.
Yeah.
You know, Carey led off with a pass in a quarter, and Jack Badenhop goes out for one heck of a snag, but then the offense gets back out there, which was something strange. You saw passes, and ends up for a touchdown, and Carey's only big play has been with the run game.
Yeah, Carey 90s, 99% a run dominant team. With that stacked eye is what they call that. So they'll come out now, second down for the Blue Devils. Pitch, and boy, nice.
Good blocking by 4.
Kind of looked like a hold to me, but we'll didn't throw a flag, so therefore it wasn't. Like about a gain of 4 on the play. Troy Parasini comes off, and I think Ralston Peters went in. You got A.J. Salmi in the game, too, for the Tigers. Oop!
Lucas Leidy.
Wow. Guess who? Jack Ward with a big hit.
Leidy got back there fast.
Yeah,
and
he did.
Jack lays the boom, and Leidy jumps over the guy for the pickup.
Leidy put the fear of God into him, and Jack Ward was standing there waiting for him. And
Lucas Leidy
jumps over and grabs the ball. Great play by the Tigers. 2 turnovers for the Blue Devils here in the first half. So Badenhop will bring the Tigers to the line of scrimmage. 5 wideouts. 4 in the split back. for the Tigers, and in motion. Going to hand off. Little pitch. Roston Peters. Boy, he's just shifty, isn't he?
Yeah.
They ran Tice Westhoven in motion. Faked the pitch to the left. Peters come by, and they just a little shuttle pass out there. That was good for a gain of, 2-4. So 2nd and 6 for the Tigers.
Wow.
Caleb Lester with a nice run, little stiff arm.
That was nice hard running. He does a little juke in, and then he just goes and barely gets met and pushed out of bounds.
That was a gain of about 35 on that run. So Baden up under center. Quick pitch. Yeah, cut back. Oh, man, he was one. Tice Westhoven, one shoestring tackle away from. He cut that back and saw the end zone down there and just got caught by the shoestring. Looks like a gain of 5 on the play. So 2nd down and 5 here for the Tigers from their own 24-yard line. Again, Westhoven and Lester in the backfield for the Tigers. Pitch outside, and nice pursuit. Those linebackers, I tell you, for Carey are just very well at getting down the line of scrimmage. Oh, now 3rd down and 3 for our Tigers. The 22-yard line. Got Barrett out to the side. Quick off tackle. And that's going to be Lester. And I think he's going to be pretty much, just short. That didn't look like a very good spot to me. So 4th down and 1. I'm pretty sure Liberty's not even thinking about punting. I don't even know if we punt freshmen, do we? I know we don't kick off. I learned something new tonight. We don't kick off unless it's varsity. JV doesn't kick off either.
Yeah. I think we only punt when, if we get stopped deep.
Yep. I think he's going to have enough for the 1st down there. It's going to be close, maybe. You got one guy hugging the line and one guy on the other side of the line, and they're not going to give it to him.
Wow.
Ooh, that's 2 not so good spots in my opinion, but I don't count, so it'll be Carey's ball. Liberty will turn it over on downs at 5:28 here.
Yeah, I don't know about that spot. It looked like his initial pursuit, he got there, and even when he spun, it looked like he was still there. He didn't have very much to go.
Agreed. Well, and the guy on the far side was another yard marker down, or the yard down, and this guy on the near side, which really didn't have a good view of it, come right down the line of scrimmage. So, nonetheless, it will be Carey's ball here. Liberty Center up 14-0 with 5:28, and Carey doesn't like something. Hip 2, 6, 8, 10, 12 kids on the field. Called a timeout before the referee saw it. So we got a timeout. Hey, we've got soccer doubleheader, boys and girls, tomorrow here, starting I think at 5, Cole? 5 and 7. So join us tomorrow. Dave Barrett, James Norris on those calls. And then Thursday, we'll be back. Junior high football. I think that's a 7th grade game, maybe. I don't know. They all kind of blend together about this time of year for me. Good thing I got a website. I can look this stuff up. 7th grade with Delta. And then, of course, Friday night, we're home here with the Delta Panthers. And the Liberty Center, son of Liberty Center, Mike Vickers, brings his Delta Panthers to town to take on our Tigers. That's going to be a good game. Delta's very run-heavy. Coach Vickers has got his team ready. He loves coaching with Liberty. He plays kind of Liberty football. So it'll be a good night here. But now we're still the Blue Devils here for our freshman game. And he's going to drop back and throws it over the middle. It's picked off.
Troy.
And Troy Westhoven. That was, I don't know where that was going to because there was 4 Tigers and 1 Blue Devil back there. So Troy Westhoven on the first play from scrimmage picks it off and runs it back. So Liberty Center now has the ball. First down and 10 from the Liberty 11-yard line.
Oh, wow. Looking at Carey's sidelines, they look like they have
4 kids?
Looks like they have 4 extra players.
Again, the Carey linebackers. Wow. Big pursuit by the linebackers for Carey.
Well, number 83 did not like the result, and he just throws Rawson down with all his anger. Well, I don't know what the quarterback was seeing, but like you said, he was outnumbered. It would have been a miracle if he caught that.
Yeah, it was at least 4-1. Could have been a little bit more. But he was pressured again, too.
Yeah.
So, all right, now Badenhop in the shotgun. And he'll fake the handoff, play action. He's in trouble. Runs out and throws it away. I don't mind that play. There was really nowhere for him to go. He could have probably run. He wasn't going to make the touchdown and live to fight another day. I like that. You know, if it had been Caden Crimebrink, he'd have thrown a rocket down there and took somebody's chest out. So I like that. That's good composure by Badenhop there. So now 3rd down and looks like about 13 or 15 for the Tigers. Bergstrom Barrett's out wide, split wide here. And pitches out.
He's got Tice.
Westhoven. And he's down to the 5-yard line, so be 4th down, and I'm sure Liberty's going to go for it here from the 5. Carey, one of the things I've noticed is they're throwing kids to the ground. They're not really tackling them. They're just grabbing them by the shoulder pads and spinning. Like, that'd be a little tough. You get, try to get Jack Ward like that once, see what happens.
Well, it looks like they kind of have to because this size difference is a lot. Carey, they look like a very small team compared to us. So I think that's their only option right now is to just hope and pray with the little chuck down or hip check.
Yeah, we had somebody ask the Delta game. We are at home the next 2 weeks. We've got Delta this Friday coming up. Then Wauseon will be here the following Friday. And then we end the regular season at Archbold. And that's, I tell you what, Delta's going to be a good game. Wauseon, they're going to always be tough. The Archbold game, I think, is going to be a very good end-of-the-year game for the Tigers.
Yeah. Archbold, they have some pretty high expectations this year. They've been putting up a fight with the league all year, and I think that's the perfect game to end our season going into playoffs.
Yep. All right, 4th down. They can get a 1st down.
And he's got Troy.
Yeah, 2nd reception touchdown for Troy Parasini. That's a nice play. But I tell you, one of the things, Colin, Badenhop's pretty poised back there.
Yeah.
Doesn't panic, keeps his eyes downfield. Liking it. Cooper Hagerman now will kick the extra point, try to take Liberty to 21.
Doesn't seem like a tough kick, but he's got the whole sun right in his eyes.
And the wind, and Carey's come close to blocking a couple of them. And hooks it in there. All right, Liberty Center now 21. The Carey Blue Devils 0. And tell you what, 3 turnovers for the Blue Devils. Yeah, 2 interceptions and a fumble.
Yeah.
That's 3 touchdowns right there. So, Liberty did turn it over on downs once, but first play from scrimmage for Carey was an interception by Parasini.
Well, really, the first 2 turnovers really weren't on the quarterback. That interception by Jack Badenhop, that was a really good ball. And then he couldn't see Jack Ward from the back who punched out the ball. But that last interception, I think he just chucked it up with pressure in his face, and there was Tigers everywhere for that one.
Yep, that's a great point. Good call there, Colin. All right, so Carey now will go out of the shotgun. They got motion going, and no handoff. Oh, need to make that. Oh! Nice play there. A.J. Salmi shuts down the run there, and then that's Mr. Jack Ward to you, buddy. Finishes it off. Talking a little bit with Coach about Jack Ward, and he's like, he loves to hit somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's he doesn't play football. He'll tackle you if he has to, but he'd rather just hit you. Now, I didn't notice the Carey quarterback. He rolls out really well. Oh, nice play. Nice pitch and catch. And there he was. As I was talking about how he rolls out. But he's got a really fluent move. He's not big in height, but, boy, he rolls out well and he throws a good ball. Cooper Hagerman checks in for Mason
Olszewski.
Shush. Cole Shush. Key. Cole's back there doing his algebra homework or something. I don't know. What are you doing back there, Cole? Boom, taking a nap on us back there. All right, so 3rd down and looks like about 6. And Carey calls another timeout. Not really sure. Play clock was running down on him. Yeah, I think this is a pivotal drive for Carey. I think we're coming up on halftime. They need a little bit of momentum. You and I, we talk about that a lot, about needing that momentum either going into the half or that first series. And Carey will have the ball at halftime. So I think the coaches know this is critical. If they can get a score here and then come out at halftime with the ball, I think this will be important. So that's probably a good timeout for the Blue Devils. And we did get notice today that our lady volleyball players will play the Hicksville Aces in game number 2 on October 16th. Yep, at 7:30, and that'll be at Tenora, and we will have that game for you folks. We're going to work something out with Tenora Rams Live guys. They have game number 1, and we're going to have that game for you live. So anyway, back to freshman football action here. Carey with a 3rd down and 6, and quarterback drops back, and he throws it. That's a good pass.
Wow.
Oh, just out of bounds. Wow, nice pitch and catch for the Blue Devils, but just out of bounds, and I think that was Peters over there on the defense.
If that sideline was a little far out, that would have been a great catch. He was bobbling out with one hand, brings it in right as he's going down, but just right out of bounds. And that was good tracking with the ball.
Yeah. Yep. And that quarterback throws a nice ball. So it'll be 4th down here and 6 to go for the Blue Devils. And they run 2 split outs. Got Salmi and Peters out here. And that's not a good choice.
And there's Jack Badenhop. Looks like Lucas Slidey just hit someone back there.
He did. I was waiting for a flag because it looked pretty bad. Yeah, he just tried to throw that up over the middle, and Badenhop playing free safety out there, just center field, waited for that, just picked it right off. So, but I understand Carey trying to get a strike here, down 21.
Yeah.
With 2 minutes left, I can appreciate that. Like I said, you and I talk a lot on these broadcasts about momentum, and you needed something. Oh, Liberty Center now can put a dagger in it a little bit. Parasini at tight end. Peters at wing back. Leidy and Westhoven. Yeah, it looks like a kind of a broken play there. Ooh, that should have been a horse collar. Yeah, I think somebody went in the wrong direction. And Liberty Center will hurry the line of scrimmage here. A little two-minute offense.
He's got Troy. Yeah.
Oh, what a catch.
What?
Oh, got a flag.
Oh.
Illegal man downfield. Yep.
Well, I was a little nervous because it looked like 59 Jake right before the ball was snapped. He was moving a little bit, so I thought they were going to call a false start there and blow it dead, but.
Yeah, I think what they call it is an illegal man downfield. Tap on the head, I think. It means one of the linemen got downfield too much. That happens when you extend a play like that. That's tough.
No, that was a tough throw by Badenhop, and he was getting pulled right through it, and then Troy, just a toe drag catch, but gets called back. There's that double handoff again, and there's so much open room.
Oh, Peter's going to want that one back. Peter just took it to the outside. Liberty Center will call timeout here. 3rd down and looks like about 12 for the Tigers. So let me finish my story with the volleyball, and we will go on the road with our volleyball girls on the 16th as they'll open up tournament play against the Hicksville Aces. Liberty got the number 4 seed, 2 seed, 2 or 4. Yeah, 4 seed in the thing, and they'll play the number 8 seed, I believe, the Hicksville Aces, which I think they just beat Hicksville this weekend. So it'll be a rematch of that. And, just because Liberty beat them once doesn't mean anything. We get to tournament time, things change a little bit. But our Lady Tigers at Tenora in the district tournaments. And we'll have that for you here on Tiger Sports Live. So Liberty Center comes out of the timeout. 3rd down and looks like about 12 maybe, 11, 12. I don't know. I got my bifocal glasses on. Can't see that far.
Looks like 3rd and 11.
And Liberty now in the shotgun with 4 wideouts. Motion to this side. And they're going to throw a little bubble screen. And Troy got away. And he's going to pick up enough for the 1st down. And he's going to go through the tackle and a touchdown that's 3 for Troy Parasini today.
Unbelievable.
Wow, nice little bubble screen. That's just mano. My guy and your guy, let's see who wins.
Well, Troy was wrapped up right as when he caught the ball, spins out of it, and then his cousin Jake Parasini just turns around, lays a nice block, and few other blockers downfield, and Troy just takes it for a touchdown.
That just squeaks in.
And he's perfect through halftime.
Yep. So now with 1:08 left, Liberty Center takes advantage of the Carey turnover. Yeah. And coaches or somebody over Carey's just yelling at the kids, get your head up, let's go. So Carey will take over from 35-yard line. Let's see. Carey went away from the run, which they were pretty successful at that stacked eye. But I think right now, when you're down 28 points, you can't go in 3 and 4 yard increments. You got to have bigger chunks.
Well, I'm thinking down by 28 with only a minute to the half. I think they're going to start taking some more deep shots.
Well, Carey's got a new quarterback. Oh, no. I was just.
Wow, great blocking by 22.
Yeah, well, he made a good business decision there. Tice Westhoven was bearing down on him, and he just threw it out of bounds there, so good choice. So second down now, here with about a minute left, minute 2 exactly. Thought they were going to go Wildcat with the number 4 running back, but then the quarterback moved over and took the snap. Oh. Caught, but then dropped.
Great pursuit by Lucas Letty to pressure that quarterback, and he just had to throw a little check down, and Tice Westhoven and Caleb Lester just met him right there.
That's right.
Laid the boom.
Here comes the boom. Yeah, he might get little alligator arms next time, but All right, now 3rd and 10 here. Carey's got to have something here, Colin. I just think they got to have something they can go to halftime with. Now they're back in that stacked eye. They had some success out of this. Hey, there you go. A pile of Tigers over there. There's like 4 or 5 Liberty Center Tigers over there near the thing. And they go back to that stacked eye. That ran that little jet sweep around the corner out of that stacked eye and got a first down. So,
you know, it looks like they really go to that pitch when they try to throw the teams off, because the 3 times they've done it, they've gone pass, or run up the middle, and that pitch play is averaging 6 to 7, 8 to 9 yards per play.
Yep, easily. Yeah, that's going to be motion on them. Liberty jumped, but the back took off. Liberty just responded. Jake Parasini checks back in for the Tigers. And Mason Oshesky. Look at that. Got it. Oshesky. Boom. Oshesky. Ski. So now 1st and 15 for the Blue Devils. They can't afford to be behind the sticks.
Yep, there's that pitch again. Play. Wow.
Ooh, nice juke.
Turned a whole lot of nothing into something.
Carey will call a timeout. It's been successful. The Liberty Center corners have not come up. They've come up to make the play, but they haven't. So Liberty, that may be something at halftime Liberty talks about, is the corners kind of sealing that, push it back in. But they've been able to run around those on that sweep. So,
yeah, it looks like the linebackers are just blitzing right up the middle just in case they do that little handoff right up the middle, and then it's just open room and a few corners in the way of that running back.
Well, and that's really by design what that stacked eye is supposed to do. You can't. Minute you move your linebackers out, they're going to give it to the lead guy, and he's going to run it. And that's, you referenced early on about that, 4 years ago or 5 years ago, Carey team where they had that 235, 245-pound fullback that just ate people alive. And if you slept on that, they'd throw that pitch, and then you'd go out after that pitch, and that big boy, he'd just come right up the middle and goodbye.
Yeah, you really can't guess on this. You just got to full send up the middle, and then if they go there, you're in luck, and if they go to the outside, you got to hope on your corners.
Your corners have to do their job. So Bishop Ollis out there now. That's a
double teaming Jake Parasini.
That was a good decision. Just throw the ball out of bounds there. You got 8 yards on the first down play, and don't throw another interception. You can't really afford that here. 31 seconds left here in the half. Liberty Center 28, Carey Blue Devils 0 on 3 touchdowns by Troy Parasini. Roston Peters had the other one. Peters and Ari Miller out with the whiteouts there. He's looking that way. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage. I didn't see who tipped it. I think it was Jake Parasini, maybe 59. Yeah, he's swaggering back to the huddle, so he must have been the one that tipped it. So Carey's got to go. They got to get something here. I think I'd take a long shot. Just throw it up there. What do you got to lose with 27 seconds left?
They really have to, but little preference, don't throw it towards Jack Badenhop's way. He's had consequences thrown it his way 2 times today.
Yes, sir. And they have no timeout, so can't really run the ball here. Not going to do you much good. Well, they might go for the pitch here.
Oh, nope.
Boy, Parasini just. Oh, that was Colton Weimer, 64, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Colton Weimer just ate that up. Kellen. Colton Weimer. Do I know a Colton Weimer? Kellen Weimer. Well, it was 64. Colton. Yeah, all right. I was right. So Colton Weimer makes a great play. Now Liberty Center with 23 seconds. Hey, why not throw up another one?
Some teams might call it on sportsmanship, but you look at it, the freshmen, it's like really hard to get them games. And JV, they want to get their middle-classmen development.
Ooh, that's a false start. And it's going to come back. The tight end on the far side of the field for the Tigers jumped. Tried that little bubble screen out to Barrett. So now, this probably could be the last play of the game, or half. We'll see here.
Hit as he throws.
Got him again. Oh, just out of reach. Badenhoff was like, just was. Yep, they're going to get Liberty for another false start. I would think that would have been called a dead ball, but it wasn't. And Liberty will probably do something like a 0-1 trap, and we'll just go to the halftime. And that'll end the half here from Rexlinger Stadium, Kip Kern Field. Liberty Center dominating in the first half here, and they lead 28-0. And with that, everybody, we'll be back after this halftime break. All right, we're back here. Carey now will start the second half with the ball. And that stacked eye, and I think, Colin, that's what they need to stick with that.
Yeah.
And Liberty Center looks like they've made an adjustment.
Wow. You know, that's Carey's bread and butter right there. They've gone to that pitch. That's the only thing that's worked today, and our Tigers are now finding a way to stop it.
Well, and Bergstrom Barrett made a great play turning that back in. He did not give the outside edge, and that's what Carey had been getting before. They were getting that outside, or they've been forcing that corner way out and then cutting it up in. So great play. Loss of 2 on there now. Second down and 12 for the Blue Devils. I think Carey's got to get something here. I think they need a little bit of momentum going their direction. You know, I was looking for the 83 kid. He made like 4 or 5 really good plays, and then I haven't seen him. And again, now they're going to pitch that outside.
Oh, Troy
What?
Pericini.
Oh, my goodness. You want to talk about a corner shutting it down.
Great pursuit, and he just met him back there.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
know,
go ahead.
it looks like one thing at halftime that we made an adjustment to is all of our corners were going in with the running back, so then he could just do a little move to get to the outside, and we're just either meeting them or everybody's swarming, so he can't go anywhere.
Here's the funny thing. I was going to say the exact same thing. That's a great observation on your part. You're absolutely right. Our corners are just forcing it back inside, man, with great pursuit.
Little trip up there. Ooh, Lucas Lighty missed the tackle.
Oh, ooh, that quarterback, he doesn't want any
He
part
got
of
up
that.
quick.
I think that was Jack Ward maybe ran him down. Yep, 33, Jack Ward.
I mean, that quarterback had good mobility and agility because Lighty got paws on him, and he shakes him off and still tries to make something out of it.
Yeah. I think when you're running for your life, you
Yeah.
tend to be a little more agile, mobile, and versatile.
But then Jack Ward got in the mix.
Yeah, then you introduced Mr. Jack Ward. So Carey will punt.
First punt we've seen
That's
today.
a nice punt. And Pericini, he didn't know anything about a fair catch. And you're going to get it back up to about the 45, and Carey will take him down there. So first and 10 here for Liberty on their own 45-yard line. Carey went backwards on their first drive. So let's see if Liberty goes back to the air. You know, Colin, that was one of the things that you mentioned earlier. Liberty's air attack here.
Yeah. They're very strong on that today, which
Yeah.
we don't see that often.
Well, yeah, Liberty could be known as a passing team someday. Who knows? Doubt it, but wow, just a 0-1 trap right up the middle.
And there goes Westhoven.
Westhoven running like his dad used to. Nice little quick 0-1 trap right up the gut for a gain of 12 for Westhoven. So now Liberty from the 40 or 39-yard line, I'm sorry. Again, fumbled.
A.J. Salmi loses it right away.
Carey get it? Or did it land in the lap? I don't know. Yep, Carey did get it. I thought it landed on Colton Weimer. He just picked it up, but there was a Blue Devil in there I couldn't see that snagged the ball. So Liberty Center's first turnover. Carey with, 4? At least 3.
Yeah. 2 picks by Badenhop.
And a fumble. Yep.
Oh, yeah, it would be 4 because Troy Pericini had that pick too.
Yeah.
So 3 picks and a fumble. Yep, there's that pitch again.
There it is. Look at Barrett turned it inside. He didn't have a choice.
Brings him inside, and the linebackers are there.
Wow, there was a big collision. I think Jack Ward over there on the outside. Big collision. It was either him or it was Parasini.
Oh, we got an injured.
Yep. All right,
Blue
we got an
Devil.
injured player. Let's go ahead and we'll hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back right after this.
This 2025-26 Tiger Sports Live broadcast is brought to you by KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Pisanello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Swanton Welding, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, Gerald Grain, Hill Asphalt, Mason Hill Construction, Engler Auctions, Dental Health Associates of White House in Sylvania, and Fessenden Hardware of Swanton.
And while we got an injury timeout, let's talk a little bit about our schedule. Let's talk a little bit about our schedule. Let's talk a little bit about our schedule. And tomorrow we'll have boys and girls soccer here from Rexlinger Stadium, Kip Kern Field. Then Thursday we've got 7th grade football. Colin and I will be back with Delta Panthers. And then Friday here at home, the Delta Panthers and Mike Vickers will come back to town to take on our Tigers, and it'll be a good game, a solid run game by the Delta Panthers. Put Liberty Center's run defense to the test. So we'll have it all live here only at your home for Liberty Center Tiger Sports. That's lctigersportslive.com, or go to YouTube channel, type Tiger Sports Live. So Carey now, after the injury timeout, 2nd down and 5 from the 41-yard line. And this time the Carey quarterback will go under center. And, I think he dropped the ball, picks it back up, and immediately gets introduced to, that's Mr. Colton Weimer.
You know, that injury by Carey is big. Not only you hate to see it because it's an injury, but they don't have very many people on the sideline that are able to play.
Yeah, they're down to, they have 3 people available to play and 2 sitting on the bench and 1 checking his shoulder over there. So, they've only got 2 over there. Yeah, Liberty has been blessed with numbers. I mean, that's really the only thing you can say about it. I mean, the youth football, the retention. I was at youth football. My grandson plays 2nd grade. And we was out at Fireman's Park Sunday, and you couldn't park anywhere. I mean, hundred of kids playing football. A nice pursuit there. That looks like Jack Ward and Colton Weimer again. So 4th down, and I think, Carey's just going to punt it. I think Carey might just be looking to get out of here without anybody else injured at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, back to receive. Looks like Peters, and looks like Parasini. Parasini doesn't know how to fair catch. I don't think so. Not in his bag of tricks.
No, you really just have to hit a little arm movement like this, too, and they count that.
He don't. He's not going to fair catch it. He might bust it for 75, 80 yards, so you don't know.
Well, I know the few games we've had here, we've only seen Ross and Peters back for the returns, and looks like they've added Parasini back there.
No, maybe they're trying to get Parasini his 4th touchdown or something. So, got 3 on the night. Roston Peters has got the other one. Oh, single setback. Yeah, I was just going to say, we haven't seen Asher Miller. I mean, he's got some speed. And just when I say that, there he goes. I go, I mean, Liberty Center, you talk about these freshman running backs. You got Westhoven, you've got Peters, you've got Caleb Lester, and you've got Asher Miller. Take your pick.
You tell one of them they're getting the ball that play, and they're hyped because they get to lower their shoulder. Asher Miller, again, he's cutting in and out. One heck of a run again by Mr. Asher Miller.
Yeah, you know, and you go right down the line. We were talking at the varsity game about the stable of running backs we have. I mean, when you got a Gary Cruz, that's, you know, he's got 57 carries, almost 1,000 yards, something like that. Those aren't the real numbers, but it's pretty darn close. It's just crazy. But the stable of running backs that Liberty Center has is just unheard of. And a lot of the running backs we have that don't get to play probably could start on a lot of other teams in our league.
Yeah.
So that was a gain of 1 there on the quick handoff. I think Liberty Center just content with letting the clock run here and calling it a night. So Lester and Westhoven in the backfield. Miller at split. And it looked like Parasini got poked in the eyeball. Took a shot, hand to the head, and hands to the face. They don't call that in high school football, though.
No, this would be the time in a varsity game we'd say, go put the freshmen in. But they're already in.
The freshmen are in. Go get the 7th grade.
Let's put Bryce Miller in there.
Yeah, there we go. He'd do it. You know he would. And quick pitch. He's going to get a few yards there. So that was 32. Tice Westhoven. So 4th down here. I'm sure Liberty's going to go for it. 28-0 here against the Carey Blue Devils. And like I said, Liberty Center not in any hurry. Cooper Hageman. I like that Cooper Hageman is the center, and then he goes and kicks the extra points.
Yeah. Ooh. He's going to be stopped just short of the line.
Yeah, Liberty Center will turn it over on downs. They're not really looking to – they're just going to run the clock out here at this point. They're not looking to put more points up. I mean, they'll take it if they get it. Yeah.
Well, you know, Carey, they shouldn't have their heads down just yet. I mean, 4 touchdowns is a lot, but they still have a whole nother quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tigers put, I think, 3 or 4 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if Carey just plays the whole game, they could have a shot in this.
Well, I think Liberty's stifled them a little bit, as you said, Colin, is they really changed their defense where the corners are really pushing that sweep. They had that sweep, and I'd have liked to see them use it more in the first half before Liberty Center made those adjustments. Here's a nice little run.
There we go. Wow.
Nice little just off tackle real quick out of that stacked eye. See, and that's really Carey's strength. I mean, when you see Carey teams from the past, their varsity and whatever, that play right there is very Carey-ish. I'll just make up my own word there.
Well, you know, we talk a lot about momentum, and they started with the ball in the 23, and that explosive got them a 21-yard gain.
Ouch. Met in the backfield.
All right, third quarter winding down.
Lucas Leidy just whacked the Carey running back. So, all right, well, that's the end of 3 quarters here from Rexlinger Stadium. Liberty Center leads 28-0, and we'll be back after this message from our sponsors.
This 2025-26 Tiger Sports Live broadcast is brought to you by KK Collision, Meyer Badenhop Insurance, Affinity IT Group, Pisanello's Pizza, Ohio Asphalt Paving, Swanton Welding, Davis Farm Services, Holgate Metal Fab, Gerald Grain, Hill Asphalt, Mason Hill Construction, Engler Auctions, Dental Health Associates of White House in Sylvania, and Fessenden Hardware of Swanton.
All right, we're back here. Liberty Center be on defense. Carey now lost 2 yards on that first down play, so it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Blue Devils. That'll be the Carey Blue Devils, not Springfield, if any of you are out there wondering.
Well, that first play on this drive, they had a 21-yard run, and that was the explosiveness they need to go into this fourth quarter. They are down by 4 scores, but, I mean, we did it in 1 quarter. I think, if they keep their heads in it, they can too.
Yeah, I think they just need to play their game and not try to figure out, how to manipulate Liberty. Just play Carey football. And is that a different quarterback?
It is. They've normally had 15 back there.
Yeah.
Well, he's got some legs.
He's got some wheels there. Yeah, number 4. He's been the running back, or that middle backer in that stacked eye. So, Liberty Center had some other players in there, and that's fine. And,
well, I think that's 15 on the bench. He doesn't even have his helmet on. He might be hurt or something.
Well, he's
gotten drilled a few times.
Yeah, Mr. Weimer. Colton whacked him a good one there, that first down, that 2-yard loss on first down. So,
wow, good bounce off. He's going to hit the outside.
Nice. Again, great play. Peters turns it in, and those linebackers just come across there. Again, Colton Weimer, he's just been sideline to sideline, and I think he's coming off of the defensive line position.
Yeah.
Well, that's some hustle. Well, now I take that back. He's coming out of the linebacker spot. Lucas Leidy's playing nose tackle, not Weimer. Yeah, Tamarine. You've got Leidy, and you've got, I think, is it 65 or 55? That's got to be, Mason Ostrowski. Ha!
Lucas Leidy. Ooh.
I would think. And again, Carey's got some mobility here now. That the number 4 kid that's in at quarterback he's been the running back all game. So now the run option is certainly something that is going to be a bigger threat for the Blue Devils.
Well, I don't know if that was the best decision by number 4, because 1 or 2 more steps and he's just right out of bounds, but instead he decides to take a hit by one of the steamhead linebackers.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a freshman. He'll learn. Save his body. So now 1st and goal for the Blue Devils. Oh, fumbled. And the ball is, and it's come squirting out of the pack, and one of the big linemen for Carey falls on the ball, fortunately. Oh. All right. Second down and goal. Now from the 12-yard line for the Blue Devils. Fumble pushed it back about 6 yards. And that pitch.
There's that pitch.
Oh, and Liberty had it in the backfield, but still pursued really well. Maybe picked up 2 yards, but added for a loss. And the Blue Devil Carey running back was able to squirt through there.
Well, the coaches definitely realize that that's the one play Carey has, because in that first half, they were averaging like 6 or 7 yards, and now they're averaging 2 to 3, and they're getting nothing out of it.
Right.
They made a big adjustment at halftime.
Yeah, I think you're right. The 15 quarterback's he's got his shoulder pads off over there now, so. He stumbles. He's got a lot of room. Oh, he's got a touchdown.
Yep.
Oh. Did they give it to him? Oh, they did. Yep, that's a good pass. I'll tell you what. He was very patient, just took his time, waited to see what the pursuit. Liberty Center came up to play, and threw a nice little pass and a touchdown, Blue Devils.
Yeah, no, you really hit it on the dot there. That was the perfect wording, patient. He was rolling out, waiting and waiting. There was a few times it looked like he was about to roll out, but he was waiting for that offense to develop and hits number 12 for a little sliding touchdown.
Yep. Nice thing. And as you said, Colin, Carey's not out of it yet. Liberty Center put up 4 scores in about full quarter. And now Carey will go for 2. Little off tackle, and he skirts through, and he gets in. So,
wow.
28-8, Carey on the board. Nice play.
The really big thing that got us this 28 score is Carey just made some, let's say, silly mistakes with those turnovers early on. And, if Carey can get those back, which, I mean, you don't really see it happening with this Tiger offense, but you never know. If Carey can get that ball back quick, they have a shot at this game.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you said, I think you made a great point earlier. You can't get your head down. You got to play all 4 quarters. I mean, Liberty Center is going to play all 4 quarters and until the whistle blows.
Yeah.
And you're going to come to Liberty Center. You got to play that game.
I mean, going out in the third quarter, Carey really looked like they were out of the game, and it didn't really look like they were playing hard. And if they were, I think this could be a 2-1 score game right now.
And
but Westhoven, the bearer of bad news.
Tice Westhoven busted for 10, 20, 30, 44-yard run for Westhoven. Just right up off the 0-1. Yeah, Liberty Center's got to be one of the few teams I've ever seen get 40 yards out of a 0-1 trap. And it don't matter what down it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's 1st and 20 or whatever. The old Rex Linger, just run the 0-1 trap. You want to have something else to run? Yeah, 0-1 trap. So, 44 yards for Westhoven. Nice run. Miller with a nice spin. He spun out of a tackle. It kind of looked like he was just kind of like a deer running, like do-do-do-do-do, and then spin. And Ari Miller. Asher, why am I coming up with these names? I'm going to go home and take my medication or something, man. I don't know. I've only known his family their entire lives.
Well, back to that 0-1 trap, we saw earlier in this game, it was like 4th and 5. They run that 0-1 trap, and I think we either got a touchdown or it was 1st and goal after that.
Yeah.
Going to Lester.
Oh, Lester just the Carey linebacker was just waiting for him. Lester's like, okay, I got that. I got you. Just met him in the gap here. And so, like I said, Liberty Center just taking their time. 4 minutes left here in the game with a 20-point lead, and they're driving. So it is 1st and goal for the Tigers. Or, I'm sorry, 2nd in goal for the Tigers from the 6. Badenhop under center. Quick trap right up the middle. He's going to go in untouched. Tice Westhoven. Yeah, that's fitting. Tice ran it all the way down the field. Give him the touchdown. Yeah. Just untouched into the end zone for Westhoven. Great push by the Liberty Center offensive line.
And here comes that big center to come kick that ball.
Yeah.
Mr.
Hey,
Cooper Hageman.
Thanks for snapping the ball for, 29 plays. Just go kick it.
Oh, wait, they're going for 2 here.
Oh, yeah. Saw me.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't really cheer a hit like that when you're down 20 plus points.
Yeah.
So, but all right. Well, Liberty Center now 34. Carey Blue Devils 8 with 3:40 left in the game here. I think pretty much. But now if you're Carey, you go back to right what you were doing when you scored your touchdown. Get another touchdown. Get on the bus. Feel good about yourself and go home. Yeah. One of the things I like about Liberty Center, I know the varsity's done practice at varsity JV. Coach Moeller's here. The players are here.
Coach Moeller was just down there giving Colin Weimer a little advice, too, so I like that he came straight from practice to come help out with this freshman team.
Yeah. Well, it's, we meet with Coach Moeller every week for the On the 50 interview, and it is business. And he always talks about they're playing to beat the best team in the state. They're not playing to play Delta this week. They're not playing to play Carey. They're playing to beat the best team that they can beat. And, there's certain things that just have to happen. Doesn't matter who you're playing or what the score is.
There's that pitch play.
Yeah, there's 83. We talked about him. I don't know what happened to him. He was over on the bench or something. And he made a lot of good plays in that first quarter. All right, we're down to 3:33 here in the game. Carey'd like to put some points on the board before they get on the bus. Don't forget, join us tomorrow. We've got boys and girls soccer back-to-back. James Norris, Scott Barrett, Dave Barrett. Gosh, what am I doing? I got name issue today. Colin, sorry, you got to close. I got to go home and take my medication. I got too many Barretts and too many Weimers and in my brain. David Barrett, James Norris on the call for that. Then Colin and I will be back. Maybe I will. Colin will be back. Maybe this is my last night. Who knows? Boom Boom's gonna fire me.
Well, looking over there, I don't see 15. I don't know if it's just because he's behind the huddle or something, but I can only see number. Is that, it's 60. I don't see 15 anywhere.
Is he back out on the field? Yeah, he had his jersey. He's got his jersey off over there, sitting behind the yard marker.
Oh. So, I'm guessing Jack Ward and Lucas Lighty laying the boom on him a little too much.
Yeah, he took
hurt a
beating.
bit.
Tough kid. Made a lot of good plays. But now Carey will try to put something on the board here again. So this is feel good time. And a nice run, 83. Wow. I'm telling you, he the first series he made a lot of great plays. Number 83. I wish I had his name. But he now all of a sudden he's back in the mix here. He has made a lot of good plays for the Blue Devils.
Yeah.
And that snap is on the ground.
Oh, no.
That's going to be trouble.
Jackson Ward.
Salmi also in there from his corner.
You know, that's just one kid, no matter what the score. He is one of the hardest playing kids, and you want to keep him out there. He's a great leader, great influence on these not as developed guys, and he's just there to help his team up and lead them to victory.
Yep. Yeah, you love kids like that. It's like, look, I'm just going to play no matter what. Don't care what the score is. I'm going to do my job every play. And that's what, we talk a lot about that with our varsity team. We've put a running clock on everybody but Patrick Henry this year. And the point differential is crazy, but you say, well, you guys are doing this and you guys are doing – you know what? We're playing. It's a business. We're running a business. You're going to play the way you play. Doesn't matter if the score is 800-1 or – doesn't matter. You're going to perform at the level you need to perform at, or somebody else is going to get your reps.
No, that's something there where I like to say, if you don't like what we're doing it, then you got to try to find a way to stop it.
Yeah.
You got to try to change something about us to make us stop succeeding that much.
Yeah. Well, and it's not about embarrassing anybody.
Yeah.
We are preparing to beat the very best team in the state. We don't know who that is, but you know what? When the time comes, we're going to be ready.
Yeah. It took a lot for Coach Mueller. He's built this team high, and he's not going out there just to, quote-unquote, embarrass a team. He's going out there to win hard.
Yeah, that's the last thing Coach Casey Mueller would do to any kid, any team, any coach. But you have some business strategy to fulfill, and if you don't fulfill it, guess what? There's 68 kids on the team. Somebody will.
Well, Coach Mueller, with the past coaches, he had some big shoes to fill going into his first coaching job, and he is overfilling those shoes.
Yeah.
He has made a landmark for this Tiger team.
Yep, Liberty Center. We don't talk about it too much, and he wouldn't talk about it in the interview, but has tied the consecutive NWOAL win with 30 wins. Should Liberty Center defeat Delta, Casey and his Tiger squad will have broken the consecutive win record for the NWOAL. So 30-some seconds left. Carey not in a hurry. And it's 4th down. This probably be the last play of the game here. Maybe Carey will take a shot downfield. I would.
Oh, he's past the line, but they're not going to call it.
No. That's a good no call. Keep a flag in your pocket there, bro. Bruh. So with 8 seconds left, Liberty Center will just take a knee here, I'm sure. And we'll get out of here. Liberty Center with a solid performance tonight. Run, pass, pretty much you name it, they did it. Didn't punt. And they'll just go in victory formation, and Carey will just get on the bus here. Rightfully so. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I haven't had dinner yet. I don't know about you, so Boom Boom's been over here eating. They bring him food. They bring him all kinds of stuff. So Liberty Center with a solid performance tonight, both run and pass. Troy Parasini with 3 touchdowns. Yeah,
2.
I think he caught 3.
He did?
Yeah, because of 28. Remember, it was Peters had 1 and he had 3. So, yeah, with a 3-touchdown effort tonight and solid performance by the Tigers. Carey put some points on the board late, so made some nice plays, went to that run game like that. But Liberty Center. So we'll be back tomorrow with soccer, boys and girls, starting at 5. Thursday, Colin and I, if I'm still around, not fired, we'll be back Thursday for 7th grade football with Delta. And then Friday night, we'll be back here at home as the Delta Panthers will come to town. So for Colin Tamarine, Boom Boom Ballman on the board, I'm Mark Bly, and that's a final 34-8. And with that, everybody, it's good night, and it's good Tiger.